Hello and welcome back to Glamorous by Amaris channel. Welcome to all those who are new and welcome back to everyone who has been joining me on this journey. Okay, you guys, I have not done a favorites video in a while, so what I wanted to do is kind of bring you guys an all over favorites of the summer. I've really found a great routine for my face this summer that I'm really proud of, and I want to share with you some products that I have been enjoying and some things that you can use all year round. You don't have to just use it in the summer, okay? So if you want to stay tuned to see what I have been loving, then just keep on watching. So as you guys can see, I mean, it looks like a lot in this little box, but we are just going to jump in. I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna put this box here. First things first, my favorite product of the summer has been my primers. I have talked about this primer already. This little baby here, it was $17, which, you know, it does seem like it'd be expensive, but this little tube has lasted me a while. Now granted, I only use this on my T-zone area, but it has lasted so long and I absolutely love this, okay? Other than that, this Becca backlight priming filter, this is holy grail, okay? I absolutely love this for all over my face. This has taken the place of my Marc Jacobs coconut primer. This primer is just absolutely everything. It feels so good. It definitely increases the longevity of my makeup wear. I added this to my routine and it has been history from there, so love this primer. This is holy grail. My favorite foundations of the summer, I have two. One of them has been my Air Flash by Dior and I am in the shade 600. I don't know if that's the darkest shade they offer. There's not much of a range that I've seen in Sephora because I got this out the Sephora store, but I absolutely love this. Especially using it with the Becca primer, it is so wonderful, okay? I love that it's light. You still get great coverage. It just looks so seamless and so beautiful on the face. This has always been one of my favorite foundations, but especially in the summertime, I love it. I've also been enjoying another holy grail of mine, and this is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, and it has a SPF of 15, and I am the shade NC45. I absolutely love this foundation. This was my first high-end foundation, not this bottle, of course. I've rebought this plenty of times, but in general, and I love it so much. It's everything. It has the perfect finish. It is not too heavy. It doesn't cake. You can build it up. I absolutely love it. Even in the summertime, it is still wonderful for me. I mean, if anything, this is probably my favorite foundation of all time, just because it's been ride or die for years. It's never let me down, and I always come back to it, and I absolutely love it. MAC, baby, you still got it. Moving right along, my favorite concealers of this summer has been, of course, I'm sure you can guess it, my MAC Pro Conceal and Correct palette in medium deep. Again, another holy grail, one of my first high-end concealer palettes, and this is just absolutely everything. I don't even know what else to say about it. It carves my brows wonderfully. This little coral color down here is an excellent corrector. I just absolutely love this palette and I will rebuy it for forever. There's no reason not to. I love this. Also this summer I have been loving the Shape Tape by Tarte. This is just a beautiful concealer. It's wonderful under the eyes. The wand is huge. It covers so much. I really love this. I mean, I'm sure on YouTube you've seen plenty of people rave about it, and it is worth the hype. So if you have not tried it, go out and try it. You will not regret it. It is so wonderful. Moving on to brows, my favorite brow product of the summer has been the Anastasia Brow Definer. The Brow Wiz has been my jam for years. The Brow Definer, I didn't want to hop on the bandwagon. I just didn't want to. And then I literally bought this because I needed it to make my Ulta shipping free. Like I had to spend $23 more. I mean, I didn't have to, but I was like, I might as well just go ahead and try it. Crazy excuse to try it, right? And I went ahead and bought it and I absolutely love it. I reach for it more than my brow is. It is just the perfect slanted tip. I love slanting it like this and filling in so much of my brows. It is just, it's so wonderful. It's again worth the hype. Anastasia does brow products right, but I'm sure you already know that. So yes, I love this baby. For contour, this is kind of contour slash highlight because this is the contour and highlighting palette. I have loved the Tarte and Makeup Shayla palette, okay? This is so bomb and so wonderful, and it just suits women of color so well. How many times can I say so? I just absolutely love it. Obviously, this color right here, number 3, is my favorite. I use this glow color in the middle quite a bit. It is just the perfect subtle, I don't even know if the camera will pick it up. It's the perfect amount of subtle glow. Everything about it. This has just been my go-to contour palette of the summer, and I'm sure I'll still be using it into the other seasons, and I hope they make this permanent because it's just perfect. This is just a perfect palette. My favorite powders of the summer and probably of all time. Anybody who knows me knows I always recommend the Maybelline Fit Me powders. These are awesome. Like, the fact that these are $5, these are the highest quality powders in my opinion of pressed powders. They're pigmented, they cover well, they last throughout the day, and they make your makeup last. I love them so much. I was only using Toffee, this color here, to set my concealer, and it also adds a brightening effect. But I just went ahead and got the whole shebang. I used the coconut color to set my entire face. As you can see, I hit pan there. And I used the Mocha powder to contour with, okay? Because it's a little bit darker and it makes a beautiful subtle contour. I promise you. I have put so many girls on. You will not regret it. I promise. So I did a little traveling this summer, and with that, you know, I got canner. I found that I wasn't able to use some of the highlighters that I'm used to using. I had to dig into my highlighting drawer and find some of my darker colors. I've been using Candlelight. Sunlight was my first one, and I used that a lot. That was too stark on my face as I got darker. So I've been using Candlelight here, which is an absolutely beautiful golden. I'm sure you guys seen it. There's almost no point in swatching it. This is all over the internet, but I did anyway. So it is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. This is just the perfect deep skin tone highlight, and I absolutely love it. And this has been so great for me to still highlight my face. Also, since I have been ZAqSCi, I have been using so much more my Topaz. Normally, I would use Champagne Pop or even Opal. In the wintertime, I find myself using Topaz as like a base, and then I put a brighter one on top, or to tone down a highlight that's too light. But this is the highlight color for me in the summer. But it's such a beautiful, look at that, such a beautiful gold, and it's just soft and pretty. It looks like summer. I love it. I absolutely love it. Another highlight that I've been loving this summer has been my Artist Couture Powder in Conceited. I find that this is a perfect topper, like right at the highest points of my cheeks. I always wear this with another highlight. I'm sure you don't have to do that, but I just like to do that. I like to add it on top. Look, oh my goodness. Can you imagine like putting this on, blending it out, the Candlelight color, setting it with Topaz, and then just having Conceited glow on top? Like, are you kidding me? I have makeup on. Let me not do that right now, but this is everything. This is the mix right here. I'm about to put this aside, and this is going to be my mix for tomorrow. Let me move on because I could talk about highlight forever. My favorite liners of the summer, I have been doing a lot of black liner, to be honest. I have been loving my ColourPop liner in Swerve to tight line my eyes with my waterline. It sits really well in there, and it's just beautiful, and it lasts all day, and it's only $5. Can't go wrong. Again, my favorite eyeliner of all time, and I have been using it so much this summer, has been my NYC. I've done scratched the label off. I use it so much. It's only $2. I buy it all the time. This is it. I mean, I have it on today. I use it all the time. Nothing has topped it. Nothing. Something else I've been loving has been my e.l.f. Makeup Lock and Seal. This is my secret weapon here. When I do a serious liner, especially in the summer, I do like to go ahead and set it with a makeup lock and seal. And this e.l.f. one is excellent. I have used this since it first launched years ago. I don't know if I was in college or high school when it first launched. It's wonderful. It just leaves your liner sitting all day. And if you water like right here or right here at the edges at all, you just take a nice little thin brush. I put this in the cap. I take a really thin liner brush, dip it in, and then just coat on top of where I want my makeup to set, and it is not budging at all. This makes it sit all day. This is the best waterproof sealer ever, and the best part is I think this is $3. Like, and you get so much in here. I have been loving my MAC Extended Play in Giga Black for my lower lashes. I was raving about the telescopic in the beginning of the summer, but this has definitely taken over for the end of the summer, and I just love the way it makes my lower lashes look. It is so beautiful. It has a nice little skinny wand. It gets in there so well, and it's just a beautiful mascara. For my lips, I have been keeping it so simple most of the summer. I mean, I've been doing matte looks and things like that, but for the most part, I've been keeping it simple, and I have been loving my lip gloss in Like. This is the Kylie Cosmetics lip gloss in Like, and it is such a beautiful warm brown. I layer it on top of lipsticks. I layer it with just lip liner. Sometimes I even do it by itself. It just have my lips popping all summer. Like majority of the week, you will find me wearing this. So beautiful. And to make it popping even more, I would put the Maybelline Shine Shot Glassy Shine Lip Top Coat on top, especially right in the center. Can we say 90s poppin' lips, okay? But it is so beautiful and so flattering. And I mean, don't do too much. Don't have it gooping. But if you just put some on top just for that little extra shine, gloss is coming back. Let me tell you. Okay, don't get me wrong. I love matte lips. They are beautiful. But gloss, that's where it's at. Real quick, I'm going to talk about my brushes that I have been loving. Firstly, I have been loving my Real Technique sponge. I have been reaching for this more than my beauty blender. It is inexpensive. It's the only thing comparable in my opinion. It is so soft. It packs on foundation and concealer so well. I love it. Next, I have been digging my Flower Beauty eyeshadow brush. This is just so beautiful. It's so packed. It's so inexpensive. You can find this at Walmart. I like to take my Maybelline powders or whatever face powders I'm using for the day, and I like to use them on my eyes as well. It keeps it look really simple, really clean. I'll take whatever light powder I have and I'll pack it underneath my brow bone. I'll flip the brush over, put it in whatever face powder I'm using, and set that on my eye. Simple as that, easy, love it. Great brush. If I want to add a little dimension or contour to my eye, I love my Morphe M433. I just take it, go into the crease like so, and it's simple as that, and you are good to go. This is just a beautiful brush. Next, probably one of my favorite brushes of all time, the Morphe E49. This brush is so perfect for underneath the eyes, like under eye powder. Just the fact that it's tapered the way it's tapered, and when you press it, it just sits so perfectly, and you're able to go all the way and just make a beautiful, clean, highlighted line. It works for creams. I mainly use it for powders, but I've used it for both, and it is just so beautiful. I use it for all my highlighted areas, my chin, down my nose. It gets around the nose really well. This is probably one of my favorite brushes ever. Also, I have been loving my Morphe E4. I've been using this for contour and blush. Like, I just love how it sits into the cheekbone, how you can get right underneath the hollows right here. You can pack it. It is beautiful. And then you can take your blush and just go right on top and just smooth it all in. This is a beautiful brush. It gets into the jawline really well, into your forehead, wherever you need. Wherever you need. This is contour queen. I love this brush, and again, it's the Morphe E4. Lastly, I have been loving my Morphe E3. I've seen a lot of people use this for their under eye area because it kind of is shaped like the bottom of a beauty blender, so to speak, but I have been loving this for all over powder. It gives you a thin layer of powder, and it allows you to build up your powder the way you want to versus just being so densely packed. So I just find myself just going in between, really just blending powder and then layering it how I want. I don't know, it just feels so good. I've just been loving it just for powder in general. So that's it for my summer favorites. Those have been the things that came to my mind of I have been reaching for and absolutely loving this summer. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, for supporting, for being there for me and for my channel. I love you guys for that. You guys are absolutely awesome. If you are not a member of the Glam Am Squad, be sure to subscribe before you go, okay? So you never have to miss a beat. I try to release videos at least once a week, sometimes twice. Regardless, I hope you guys go ahead and join Glam Am Squad and stay tuned for different things that I've been cooking up. Been working on different projects, okay? I got a website coming soon. You guys will hear more about that later. Yeah, I love you all so much, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, bye. too much on my lap. Other than that, this Becca backlight priming, my favorite from, especially using it with the Becca backlight priming, especially using it with the Becca priming filter, because like I said, I got chocolater tanner. Let me stop saying chocolater. Oh my gosh, my camera cut off and I don't know what part it cut off at, so I'm gonna just talk about everything again. Life of a beauty blogger. I love